You ever have one of those days where you wake up and you're just so tired? Like every inch of your body is in pain. You're so exhausted and so tired that you just can't even think anymore. Well, that's pretty much what happened to me. In a little over a month from now, I'm going to be going on a mule deer hunt in North Dakota, and I'm super excited about that. Now, I've always been really strong as far as strength-wise, but as far as longevity or stamina-wise, I've always had that as a weakness in my life. As far as running a mile or a long distance walking even, I always get really tired. So with that being said, I just got back from run jogging pretty much about like a 7-mile track. Now in Texas, it's super hot right now. I'm talking, it's about 96 degrees Fahrenheit. And with the humidity, it was probably about 101 degrees. So I'm just dripping walking. Now imagine what it's like when you're actually jogging. So I thought, you know what? This is gonna be a good day. But then, by the end of the day, I was so tired, I just passed out like a rock. And I tried to wake up this morning and my whole body was in pain. So it's been a while since we've been fishing out here, and recently I've been inspired by KG's video where he had so much fun, and honestly I felt like that was me the first, second, and even third time of playing Fishing Planet. It was like you want to do something because you're so trained on what to do in real life and you can't figure out how to do that in the game, so it kind of throws you off, and then you just start raging totally unexpectedly just because it's like your brain isn't programmed for that to happen. So anyways, we're gonna go out here and do some fishing for some nice walleye, and then later on, well, depending on how many fish we catch or how much fun we have out here, we're gonna head over to Call of the Wild and go after some nice whitetail and maybe some muleys. And like most fishing, a lot of times the best time is gonna be right before the storm or kind of right during the beginning of it. So it's starting to rain right now, but for walleye, it's an excellent time to catch them when it's raining. My favorite spot for walleye on St. Croix is over here, right in this little pocket right there. Just an excellent spot, and I've picked up some beautiful fish out there. Not only that, there's muskie out there, and there's some big northern pike. So you want to be setting right about here, right when the tip of your kayak kind of comes around with that shadow there, and you want to drop your anchor right about here, and you want to cast right out to the middle of that little path right there, kind of right towards that little lighthouse. If you can see right out there. Give her a nice cast out there. Start cranking. Oh, we had a bump there. Something hit it. There he is. Got him. Sometimes they hit and they don't hold on too long. But you got to be patient and believe that they're going to come back eventually and hit it. Now, I don't know what kind of fish this is here. Looks like a bass, actually. Smallmouth bass, a nice size one too, 18-incher. I'll take that, very nice. I gotta say that's probably our first smallmouth that we caught in this location here. So that's pretty cool. Throw it back out there again and see if we can't get ourselves a walleye this time. It's a game of patience. Just like ladies. But it's totally true. Sort of, except for at least when you're fishing, you have fun. Well, that's number 5, I think, or number 6, and we haven't had one single hit other than that one bass. Let's actually try it over here. Because for some reason, they're not biting on the left side over there like they should be. Typically. I mean, we should have definitely had a couple of hits by now. Instead, we only have one smallmouth bass here. Oh, there we go! There we go. So since when is the reel speed changing so much? I'm noticing that all of a sudden. Like I have it set to level 2 for a reason because that's where I want my reel speed. And I think we finally got a decent fish here. I don't think it's gonna be a bass. This should be a walleye, which is awesome because that's what we're trying to get. But every time we set the hook, it's like it's going from 2 reel speed to like 4 or 6. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to keep it at level 2 because that's perfect for me. We could always change it if we need to, but right now, it's kind of fun to fight them a little bit, you know? Oh, that's a nice walleye. Yes, no way! No! A 30-incher! A new personal best! 30.24 inches. A 10-pound walleye. Wow. They always hit when you least expect it, you know? Like, we're out here casting like crazy. We catch a smallmouth bass. And all of a sudden, the next fish that hits ends up being a freaking 30-inch walleye. Man, what a slob. What an absolute monster fish. Alright guys, clearly I have no clue what I'm doing to try and take a picture here, but it is not working out the greatest. For now, we're going to go with that, and either way, we're going to keep him, so we'll be able to get a better picture in the end anyways, but let's figure out how to get out of here. Definitely keeping that sucker. 891 cash. They always come when you least expect them. Like I said before, just like women. So apparently they're more on the right side of this little crease here, because we've been casting to the left and we did get a smallmouth bass before, but it seems like the big fish. What happened? What happened now? What the? What is going on? Like, why can't I reel? Oh, our drag got messed up. I didn't even touch the drag. How did that get messed up? What the heck? What the heck? I'm gonna start raging now. I'm not even trying to do that. Dude, that's my drag button. How am I supposed to? You gotta be kidding me. I'm trying to lower my drag, but that's also my screenshot button too. So, I guess apparently I'm trying to take screenshots while I'm lowering my drag. Jeez. But here's the thing. In real life, I don't have a circle to look at. I think that's the drag, right? So when your drag is too loose and you can't reel the line in, I don't have to have a circle tell me like, your drag is too loose, you gotta tighten it up in order to reel your line in. It's like, I just know my drag is too loose, I tighten it up so I can reel my line in. And here I'm sitting here freaking out trying to figure out, what the heck, why can't I reel this in? And really, it's just the drag. So that's what I'm talking about as far as this has nothing to do with fishing in real life. There's no way you would have to have someone tell you, oh, your drag is too loose, you need to tighten it just so you can reel your line in. Well, no kidding, you just know how to do that because that's just part of fishing. That's like saying, well, you got to put a bullet in the gun before you shoot it. Well, no kidding. So it frustrates me. So now I know I tighten my drag and I can reel. I can reel. I can reel like the wind if I want to. I can't reel this fast in real life, I'll tell you that. But we can definitely reel somewhere about like this speed here. And man, sometimes we can trick them into biting, but sometimes you just can't. No matter how many times you try. Right on the edge of that little dark spot there. Like I said before, I have had hits right away. But right now it seems like they're hitting it halfway back. And I know there's definitely a lot more than just one walleye down there, guys. There is a ton more fish down there. Just so happened that we got the granddaddy, which is kind of the ultimate goal. So now I don't think we'll be able to catch one even bigger than that, no matter how long we stay here for. It's so rare for that to happen. Typically, you fish all day long to catch a fish like that. It never happens like the first actual fish that you want to catch. That's about number 15 casts in a row where we've yet to have a single hit. Other than that 30-inch walleye. I don't know why the fish aren't biting, but they are just not cooperating today. This is embarrassing. I mean, 15 casts in a row. Oh, there we go. Holy, there we go. What did we catch? There we go, a 20-inch walleye, just like that. It happens that fast. So I'm seeing some fish surfacing over there. To me, that seems like they should be wanting to hit this. Depending on what kind of fish they are. There we go. Yeah. Oh. What do we got here, guys? What do we got? Oh my God. What do we... What do we got? A shell? Are you kidding me? A shell? What the heck? I just got so excited. I thought we had a massive fish on and we hooked a shell. Now there's muskies in here too, so if we're lucky, we might be able to hook into one of them. Okay, well, I'm just about done fishing here. We had a somewhat decent day of fishing. It wasn't amazing. Yeah, we got a giant fish out of it, but man, we took so many casts and we only got about 4 fish. Which, typically that's how it is in fishing. You know, you take lots of casts and you only get about 4 fish. One time I was out here and I saw like a 6-footer right underneath the boat. Man, he was huge. I know he was 50 plus inches for sure. Because we got a couple of 45, 46 inchers. And the one that surfaced on us, he made those look tiny. All right, that's it. One last cast. And then we're heading over to Layton Lakes to try and find a big whitetail buck somewhere. Because I pretty much had it. Musky fishing will do that to you too. You'll throw so many times and you start to just get depressed because you don't think anything's ever gonna hit. And then when that happens, all of a sudden you'll have a 50-incher hit like 2 feet from the boat and you'll just want to cry. All right, so here's our biggest fish of the day, 30.2 inch walleye. We're gonna take a look at him real quick. Biggest walleye ever, actually. 30-incher and 10 pounds. Man, I can't even imagine what that would look like in real life. 30 plus. There he is right there. Wow. Anyways, moving on to some whitetail. Oh my god, I'm seriously so bored from throwing so many lures out there in Fishing Planet. Now we're gonna find some whitetail bucks. We gotta find something to shoot. I am so bored from casting out there and not catching anything so many times. You guys didn't see the whole entire time. It was a lot of fun, but it got very excruciating and exhausting all at the same time, and not being able to catch very much, that didn't really help out too much either. But we got a decent whitetail buck here, so I'm pretty excited about this. All right, we got something. So much action. And when you're fishing, you really can't see into the water. When you're hunting, you can see all the way around you. You can see all the surroundings. You can see openings. You can see nature. You can see life is actually happening as you speak. Pretty solid buck, 193.7. Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't know if we're really gonna find something big enough today. And then this guy stepped out. So yeah, that is what we're looking for. A beautiful whitetail buck. And apparently we got a pretty loud bull calling behind us as well. But let's take down this buck. About 270 out. Ooh, he looked good. Oh no. What did we do? No! Son of a... Oh! He piled up right when we took the shot. Dang it. He was a good one too. Oh, I thought we had that. How in the heck did we mess up that shot? 270, we shouldn't have had a ton of drop. I'm almost wondering if we hit too high. Oh, oh. I mean... Oh, come on. Right below the lung and just in front of the heart at 269 yards. Oh, he's a big one too, 215. Well, after messing up that shot so bad, I thought we had to come over to Mexico and see if we can't make up for it on another beautiful whitetail. This one's about 400 yards out. He's actually quartering slightly towards us, but we got a tent right there, so we can definitely make this shot count. All we gotta do is slide over here a little bit more, get a better angle, and we'll be able to go for a shot. Much better. We're looking at about 415 yards right here. So let's get off this icon and we'll back up a little bit and let's take the shot. Okay, we smoked him. Now we just gotta get over there quickly before he decides to do anything funny. He should be laying right here. He really should be. And there he is right there. All right. So that'll make up for that last shot, which was kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. But here he is, 211, double lunged him at 379 yards. Perfect shot right there, and a beautiful whitetail buck. Okay, is it true if you don't use it, you lose it? Because I haven't been out here on Mexico in quite a while hunting for whitetail, and this is the biggest one that we've seen aside from that big 200 plus buck that we just got. And I've gone to a lot of different spots here, and it's not looking too pretty. That is a dime potential whitetail buck right there. I no longer than just said what I said before, and I turned around the next corner here and I found this massive herd of whitetails, and one of them has a diamond rack. That's him right there. As far as from what I can see from here, it definitely looks like the diamond rack. I can only see one side though. I can't really see the other side very well. And without the Argus scope, I really can't tell if he has both diamond racks on each side. Unfortunately, he's way on the other side, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to get over there. He's gonna be right there. I think we might try and loop around here to be able to get him, and hopefully that should work out for us. But yeah, he's a pretty impressive whitetail. Sitting out there at pretty much 330 yards, which is perfect for a shot for us. So let's go prone, back up a little bit here, and see if we can't make this happen. Oh, he's big. He's real big. You know, I think we might actually put the Argus scope on for this. All right, there we go. Oh. Yeah, he's got both sides that are dime potential for sure. He's a good buck. He's a very impressive whitetail. I don't know why we're shaking so much. Okay. Let's catch our breath and get on this buck. He's super wide. He's super, super wide. Smoked him, and honestly, if he fell just a little bit closer to the water, he might float right to us. He actually might float right to us. What are the odds of that? That buck might float all the way over here right to us. In fact, I think he's actually in the water. It's so hard to tell, but I think he's actually in the water. I don't think he's coming. Almost, but just not quite. Man, if he was over like one more step, he would have floated right over to us and it would have been perfect. But he just didn't quite make it to the water. I'm always a little bit worried about the rendering glitch because even though it's supposed to be fixed, it's still not fully fixed. As far as if you take a shot at an animal and it runs out of render distance before you get there, it's gonna be gone. But I do believe if the animal drops in front of you, then I don't think it really matters if you run past render distance. For instance, here, we're gonna have to run past render distance because we shot him here. We're gonna have to go 400 yards this way. Yeah, so right now we're looking at about 360. So 460 yards is render distance. So that means if we get 100 yards further, which is gonna be right here, we're gonna be at 460 yards, which is gonna be render. And by the time we get here, we're gonna pass the 500 yard mark. So that in theory means we'll be out of render distance. So I always worry a little bit about that, but I do believe we should be fine as long as we see the animal go down in front of us. At least I think that that's how it works. All right. Oh my God. I was gonna say we almost made it there. And then we got ambushed by a bunch of whitetail here. But if you look right in front of us, there's our massive whitetail laying right there. Just didn't quite make it to the water. Oh yeah, he's got an awesome rack on him for sure. Let's get a good picture of him. The lighting is really, really incredible right here, actually. Okay, let's pick him up and see just how close he's gonna be. Yes, he is a diamond! Heck yes! A pretty good one, 260.3 at a level 2. We took him at 333 yards and double lunged him. I had a feeling he was a diamond because he was so wide. He's super, super wide. And in fact, if you look at the true score here, he had an overall spread of 36 inches and 27 for a tip to tip, which that is a pretty impressive spread, especially the fact that he had 14 points with a 27 inch tip to tip spread. That's how you're going to get a diamond right there. That's exactly how you're going to get a diamond. Wow, what an awesome buck. So we totally messed up that one buck at 270 yards, and then we absolutely smoked this diamond whitetail buck at 333 yards. 260.3 diamond whitetail buck. I would say that was a very successful day. Ended up with a huge 30-inch walleye and a 260.3 diamond whitetail buck. But on that note, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.